The woman's fingers were gone, he said. Her toes too, every little piggy, and the 2 bones from her left arm below the elbow. The man's skeleton didn't look like it was missing anything at all, but something, had gnawed on his ribs. There were gashes in the bones, and the chief, he looked her dead in the eyes, was without a head. She jumped in her seat, causing a glob of warm caramel to drip onto her dress. She wiped it with her free hand, smearing it, getting her fingers sticky. The skull was gone, but it wasn't taken. It, as a matter of fact, took something itself. She pulled at the braid hanging along the left side of her face, getting caramel in her hair. What did it take? She asked, wondering how it could take anything at all. He leaned closer to the fire, inches from the flames. A life. More than one. The spirit of a chief, you see, is a powerful thing. The skull became a head again when it was lifted from the grave. Resurrected. Resurrected? She echoed. Alive again, he said, his voice measured and grievously low, prolonging every word. But not like it was before, not like the old chief. It's angry now that it's been ripped from its rest, and ravenous, hungry for revenge. It'll eat anyone it encounters. It'll tear flesh from bone. How? She said. It rolls, gathering mud and moss on its decaying flesh. The wind blew again, chillier than before. But how do you know what it eats? Because it devoured the person who dug it up. His expression morphed from serious to sad, and I'm pretty sure it ate Miss Shelby too. A lump formed in her throat when she thought about Miss Shelby, the only adult she'd ever considered a friend. Miss Shelby had gone missing that summer, followed by whispers that she wasn't coming back. The girl's eyes prodded her uncle for more, even though she wasn't sure she wanted to hear it. There were footprints in the mud leading to the chief's grave, but none leading away. She pondered what that meant, not hearing everything he said. You swear? She asked. The head is out there, and it's hungrier than ever. He went on whispering, nodding. He looked to his left, to his right, behind his back. Spine-chilling is what it is. If you see it, you'll know what I mean. Have you? He nodded slowly. Remember when we went fishing in June? Yes, she squeaked. And you remember what the fish looked like when we reeled them in from the water? She recalled the catfish her father and uncle had caught for supper. She'd watched with curiosity, which had quickly turned to sadness, then dismay, as the fish gills gradually stopped gasping at the bottom of the catch bucket, loaded with ice. The head has the same eyes as the fish, beady and unblinking, only they're cloudy and flat, sunken deep into its skull. Its hair grows wild, tangled with beetles, twigs, and burrs, and it trails the head like a tail. The flesh itself is rotten and foul, dead as the heaven and hell tree, once the tallest old oak on the reservation, its branches stretching for the stars, its roots reaching for the abyss below, and as ragged around its missing neck as the hem of my jeans. The chain he wore on his wallet rattled as he lifted a foot over the fire, showing off the frayed cuff of his pant leg streaked with mud. The mouth, he paused, clenching his jaw to steel himself. That's the worst part of it. It can stretch as wide as it wants, wide enough to suck you between its wormy lips. She thought of the catfish again, their mouths gaping and wide, flanked by whiskers that had curled and turned black after her father had hacked off the fish heads and tossed them into the fire he'd stoked to cook the fish fillets. It's got a tongue of old leather and teeth like shattered glass, jagged and sharp. If it sees you, it'll roll after you, which means you better run, and fast. Just one nibble on the back of your heel means you'll never escape. Never? Her voice barely made it over the crackle of the fire. She thought of Miss Shelby again. Gone forever. Can't it be stopped? He shrugged. Can't kill something that's already dead. I don't have any idea how to stop it. All I know is it's a good thing you're not out here alone. She suddenly had to pee but didn't want to walk the 50 feet from the fire pit to the back door. Never had home seemed so far away. Never had she been so afraid in the dark. The leaves rustled in the yard again.